Ganga River System. Part 1. The Ganga River system outspreads in India, Tibet, China, Nepal and Bangladesh. It is the largest river basin in India and accounts for about 1/4 of the total area of the country. It covers states of Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Bihar, West Bengal, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand, Haryana, Chhattisgarh, Himachal Pradesh and Union Territory of Delhi. Ganga River System. The Ganga is formed from the 6 headstreams and their 5 confluences. The Alaknanda River meets the Dhaulaganga River at Vishnuprayag, the Nandakini River at Nandprayag, the Pindar River to form the Ganga main stream. The Bhagirathi, considered to be the source stream, rises at the foot of Gangotri Glacier, at Gomak, at an elevation of 3,892 meters and fanning out into the 350 kilometers wide Ganga Delta. It finally empties into the Bay of Bengal. From Devaprayag the river is called as Ganga. Ganga debouches, emerge from a confined space into a wide, open area, from the hills into the plain area at it is joined by the Yamuna at Allahabad. Near Rajmahal Hills it turns to the southeast. At Faraka, it bifurcates into Bhagirathi Hooghly in West Bengal and Padma Meghna in Bangladesh. It ceases to be known as the Ganga after Faraka. Brahmaputra, or the Jamuna as it is known here, joins Padma Meghna at. The total length of the Ganga River from its source to its mouth, measured along the Hooghly, is 2,525 kilometers. Haridwar, Kanpur, Soran, Kannauj, Allahabad, Varanasi, Patna, Ghazipur, Bhagalpur, Mirzapur, Balia, Buxar, Saidpur, and Chunar are the important towns. It has long been considered holy by Hindus and worshipped as the goddess Ganga in Hinduism. Ganga-Brahmaputra Delta. Before entering the Bay of Bengal, the Ganga, along with the Brahmaputra, forms the largest delta of the world between the Bhagirathi, Hooghly and the Padma Meghna, covering an area of 58,752 square kilometers. The coastline of the delta is a highly indented area. The delta is made of a web of distributaries and islands and is covered by dense forests called the. A major part of the delta is a low-lying swamp that is flooded by marine water during high tide. Alaknanda. It is one of the headstreams of the Ganga. It rises at the confluence and feed of the Satapanth and Bhagirath glaciers in Uttarakhand. It meets the Bhagirathi River at Devrayag, after which it is called as the Ganga. Its main tributaries are the Mandakini, Nandakini, and Pindar rivers. The Alaknanda system drains parts of Chamoli, Tehri, and Puri districts. The Hindu pilgrimage center of Badrinath and the natural spring-tapped Kund lie along the banks of the Alaknanda River. At its origin, Lake Satapanth is a triangular lake located at a height of 4,402 meters and named after the Hindu trinity Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. Bhagirathi. It is one of the 2 most important headstreams of the Ganga, which meets the Alaknanda at Devrayag to form the Ganga. It rises at the foot of Gangotri Glacier, at Gomak, at an elevation of 3,892 meters at the base of Chakamba Peak in the Uttarkashi district of Uttarakhand. The upper catchment of the river is glaciated. It cuts spectacular gorges in its middle course where it has cut through granites and crystalline rocks of the central Himalayan axis. Gangotri, Uttarkashi, and Tehri are important settlements along the river. Dhaulaganga. It originates from Vasudhara Atoll, perhaps the largest glacial lake in Uttarakhand. Dhaulaganga is one of the important tributaries of Alaknanda, the other being the Nandakini, Pindar, Mandakini and Bhagirathi. Dhaulaganga is joined by the Rishiganga River at Raini. It merges with the Alaknanda at Vishnuprayag. There it loses its identity and the Alaknanda flows southwest through Chamoli, Maithana, Nandaprayag, Karnaprayag until it meets the Mandakini River, coming from the north at Rudraprayag. After subsuming Mandakini, the Alaknanda carries on past Srinagar, before joining the Ganga at Devrayag. Alaknanda then disappears and the mighty Ganga carries on its journey, first flowing south then west through important pilgrimage centers such as Rishikesh and finally descending into the Indo-Gangetic plains at Haridwar. Tapovan Vishnugad hydropower project being constructed on the Ganga. Rishi Ganga River. It is a river in the Chamoli district, Uttarakhand. It springs from the Uttari Nanda Devi Glacier on the Nanda Devi mountain. It is also fed from the Dakshini Nanda Devi Glacier. It flows through the Nanda Devi National Park and merges into the Ganga River near the village Raini. Ramganga. A tributary of the Ganga River, it drains southwestern Kumaon. Ramaganga River originates in the southern slopes of Dudatoli Hill in the Chamoli district of Uttarakhand. It is fed by springs emanating from the reservoirs of underground water. The prominent geomorphic features found in its tract across the lower Himalayan hills of Almora district are incised meanders, paired and unpaired terraces, interlocking spurs, waterfalls, rock benches, cliffs, and towering ridges. It also flows through the Dun Valley of Corbett National Park. There is a dam built across the Ramaganga at Kalagar. It finally meets the Ganga near Kannauj. Bareilly city is situated on its banks. Gomti. It originates from Gomat Tal, which formerly is known as Fulhar Jheel, near Mado Tanda, Pilibhit in Up. It extends 900 kilometers through Up and meets the Ganges River in Gazipur. At the Sangam of Gomti and Ganga, the famous Markandeya Mahadeo temple is situated. The most important tributary is the Sai River, which joins near Jaunpur. The cities of Lucknow, Lakhimpur Kheri, Sultanpur and Jaunpur are located on the banks of Gomti. The river cuts the Jaunpur city into equal halves and becomes wider in Jaunpur. Ghara. The Gagara originates in the glaciers of Mapchachungo. Alternatively known as Karnali or Kauriala, it is a trans-boundary perennial river originating from the Tibetan Plateau near Lake Mansarovar. It cuts through the Himalayas in Nepal and is joined by the Sharda River at Brahmaghat in India. It is a major left-bank tributary of the Ganga and joins it at Chhapra in Bihar. Its total length is 1,080 kilometers. This river is the main source of water in Barabanki district of Up. Rapti, Choti Gandak, Sharda, and Sarju are the major tributaries of this river. Thank you.